Hello, just got a couple games today with the Red Purple Luffy. This is Szychu's build from the recent Treasure Cup in Europe that we had. The biggest difference with this from most Red Purple Luffy builds is the playset of Disaster, 2 to die for, but no Zoro-Juurou. Zoro-Juurou is interestingly absent. Thought I'd give this a go. Just got a couple games today because they were quite long ones. Let's get into them. Going into Purple Luffy, I think we played this guy before. Either way, I'm going to go first, take it off of him. We do get a ramp. It's not on 3, but it's not too bad. Rest of the hand's not amazing, though, so I think I will gamble. Let's... neither here nor there. Go with that. Well, that's a lot of ramp options. I would have loved this Ben, but we've got to take the Gum Gum Giant. I mean, it's not a bad grab, right? It's not a bad grab by any means. Next turn, we do 6-5. Get a card out of him, most likely. With the Nami... Sangoro, if we get a ramp option, I'll do that. Wandon grabs Luffy Taro, he's got his stuff, got his things. Usohachi, not going to be very relevant. Let's go 5-6, get a card, maybe 2, or maybe a life and a card. I think that's better than just doing 9. We go rid of a Sanji, and then we'll get rid of an Usohachi. Land the turn there, nice and simple. 2 cards out, I'll take it. He's going to ramp up. Maybe play out probably play out the Zoro-Juurou, right? If he has it. If not, it'll be Sangoro. Yep, you can have that. No problem. If he has that Zoro-Juurou, going to be much better because then he can attack with his leader. Kid, sure. Kid's also good. Go lead performer disaster. Then we'll attack in for 8. See what he wants to do with the 8. Probably just going to take... Yep, seems good to me. We'll end the turn. Next turn, we're on 9, so we've got many options. We can do Lin, we can do Luffy, Kid. Happy to take one swing here. Be interesting to see if he swings with the Kid or not. That would be interesting, but he's always going to do Luffy, Taro, Sangoro here. 7. So he'll be able to swing 6 with the leader without even ramping, which is great. Does send one back. There's the Sangoro. Ramps up 1, very nice. Will he ramp again? Will he swing with Kid? Many options, many options. He is going to swing 6. I think I'm going to take... I like going with the Lin here. Get rid of this Sangoro. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like going with the Lin here just to get rid of the Sangoro. I'm happy to take this. He wants to swing 6 with the Kid. We'll give him a 1k. Yeah, we'll just resolve this here. That's not quite what I was looking for, but we can trash that with Lin, so not too bad. Yep, 8. We're going to attack him for 6. See what he wants to do with that. Gonna give us a 2. That's nice. We'll ramp up. We'll go 9 Don. Lin. Turn 1. Trash, Kid, gain a life, but this at the bottom, end the turn. So denying the draw of Sangoro, I think, is the most important thing there. Of course, he can ramp now one more time, which sort of gets him a draw anyway, but it is what it is. I think next turn we're going with Kid. We're going to keep a couple Dons open for our guys. He's running low on resources now. If he decides to turn these sideways, this could be 8-7 maybe. We'll take the 8, no trigger there. I guess he could just swing 8-8. Yeah, and he is going to swing 8-8. Do we want to counter this? We're going to 10. We can do Kid. We're going to have... Yeah, I think we're fine here to just take, again, no trigger. Ben's decent, but not the craziest card. We want 7 for that. We're going to get 1 back with leader effect. So that's going to pay for that. We want 1 more, so that's 8. So we've got 2 more Don for fun. I think I'm going to attack 10 into the Luffy Taro with the Lin. See if he lets it go. He doesn't have one open for Gum Gum Giant, so he'd be blocking if he doesn't want to let it go. And if I can get rid of the blocker, I'm fine with that too. I'm fine with either of these going. Never mind, I lied. He's going to counter. Interesting. Sure about that one. Right, let's go with the Kid. Deploy this. Use the card action. Send back 1. Buff lead. We're going to ramp up. We're on 7. I think we want to... We're probably safe to attack 9 here, right? into the Luffy, because the chance of this last card being a 2k is fairly low. Yeah, we don't know what it was. The only 2 cards we saw him search were these. Yeah, we should be alright. We've only got one 2k, but we've got quite a lot of 1ks, and we're at 7. Yeah. Let's go 9 on 8. Try and at least remove one of his guys. He does block with the kid. It's not what I'd prefer, but it's not the end of the world either. We are down at 1 already, which is a little scary. But we can always block her up next turn. We've got Queen. Not bad. Got lots and lots of counter events. So even if we go to 0, we don't even necessarily die. Yeah, sure. I don't care. That can't be right. That can't be right. You've got to put pressure on life here, I think. Yeah, I don't think this is correct. Let's give him the Bomb Clay. The Nami could come in clutch to grab a Gum Gum Giant or Rad Beam later. Yeah, that 15 into 9 feels weird. But at least 15 is crazy big. 9 into 7, and then is he going to swing with this? No, he can't, because he only has 1 Don left. We can do Gum Gum here. Just to cycle something out. I don't hate it. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, let's go with the Gum Gum. 1, 2. I'll trash the Nami. Buff this. Resolve. The Performer Disaster is a card that we can trash with Gum Gum. Law Searcher. Sure, why not? Zoro-Juurou. Okie dokie. Right. 9 for Luffy. Definitely this turn. We can put pressure on 2 of his guys again. Hold multiple Dons up. Or at least 1. Yeah, it's looking pretty good for us. And this is a brick. For this. Turn 1. Turn no optional. We get 2k there. That's lovely. I'm going to ramp up because we may as well. And let's go 8 into Sangoro. Use the card action. Send back 1. Buff the leader to 7. See if he wants to defend this. He doesn't. Now let's go 8, 10 into 8. Doesn't. Very good. Tempted to go once more. 8 into 8. But I think we just start piling on a bit of pressure now. And now that his board is successfully controlled, we can hold 2 up for Gum Gum and Rad Beam. Yeah, let's just go 7 into 5. He'll take, of course. But we're sort of presenting a lot of pressure now. A lot of pressure indeed. Don't have brilliant options for next turn. We've got Ben, he's fine. Queen is very good. We just want a blocker. Cycle out this crappy Disaster. Would like to stay at 10 next turn so that we can get one back after we use our Eustace Kid effect. If he wants to do some crazy play like last turn, we just rams a bunch of Don into Kid. Fine, you can have him. I don't think it's right. I think you need, as Purple Luffy, in this matchup, you need to be putting pressure on my life. Looks like he's doing some crazy play. 13 into 8. I mean, we can defend this actually quite easily. Just a Rad Beam and a 2k. How much danger are we in if he does 10 at life? We can always Gum Gum out of it. Yeah, I think we do actually save this now. Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice simple one. If he wants to swing massive into our life, I will Gum Gum out of it. I'm not going to 0. That's troll. I will lose a Don, but it's not the biggest deal. It's not. Zoro-Juurou comes down, okay. Decides to develop a board now. I don't think he's played this game very well, but it is what it is. Sanji 2k coming out, very nice. That's a mistake. That's strictly a play mistake. You now can't Gum Gum Giant, and you can't swing anyway because we are 7k leader. That's a little unfortunate. What can you do? And we even get back to 10 Don, which is brilliant. I think we're just going to go with Ben here, get rid of this. And I'll probably swing into this. We may as well try and clear it. Yep. Let's go 10 into 8. It's going to require at least 2 cards. Let's see what he does with this one. Give us Nusahachi and the Sangoro, so we know he has one more 2k at least. So deploy on this, go to that. We'll go... Yeah, let's go another 10. I like it. I like one more 10, try and remove this. Use the card action, send one back, buff this. We can do one more 8 and still hold one up for Gum Gum Giant. So we know the last card in his hand is the Sanji. Let's do the ramp. Do you know what? Just ignore it. We just ignore it. He's given us his entire hand. Got 8 of life. You've got to take. You've got 2 life. You've got 1 guy. We've got a life. We've got a 1 up for Gum Gum. I don't see how we lose. I really don't. Probably all those swings should have just been at his life, but it is what it is. Yeah, in fact, all those swings definitely should have been at his life. Yeah, so he'd probably be down on 1. He might have 1 more card in his hand, but maybe even not. The fact that he put that Don on his leader was just a mega grief. But either way, this is safe too. There's nothing he can do really here. Even if he has like Nika, it's just so good. This kid is so good. In any matchup, I really like this card. Big fan, big fan. Yep, let's see what line he decides to go for. I think those swings into our characters just kind of tough, but I mean, we sort of forced him into it by starving him. We played the Lin to get rid of the Sangoro. We did the 2 swings at the start, and he gave us 2 cards for that, which was pretty good. What are we doing? 10 into life. Well, we don't die to this. Like, ever, right? But it would be a little crazy to knock Gum Gum out of this. We don't need to go for game next turn anyway. And we still probably can. But let's just do it. I want to. Crash this crappy disaster. Buff this to 11. Resolve. And we get another one. This card's so broken, bro. This Gum Gum Giant's crazy. You want to attack 11 into 7? You got 2 for Giants. I think we counter this again, right? Just in case we don't get there on our turn. But yeah, we're going to force him to burn all these Giants. 10 for Shanks is not bad. Let's go a nice... Go 9 with Ben. Big fan of 9. That's Gum Gum Giant plus 1 card. Big fan of 9. And it sets up our kid. Send one back to buff the leader, of course. Very good. Yeah, I think we just win this turn, and even if we don't, we can always play Queen. We've got Gum Gum Giant, we've got 2 2Ks as well. It just doesn't matter. This kid's just so powerful. Really impressed. Card's so good. That's why it's like £15 in the UK. It's crazy. That's nearly $22. Disgusting. There's the Giant. 1, 2. Okie dokie. What are we trashing? We're trashing that 2k Sanji that we know about. We need 1 more card. Gives us a kid. Okie dokie. Let's go 9 with kid. Use the card action. Send one of these back. You want to counter another 9? I imagine you love it. He's going Gum Gum Gambling, boys. Let's go Gum Gum Gambling. Whiff every time. He didn't whiff. He didn't whiff. Okay. So we can't win now. But we can clear this Luffy. Play a Queen. Get him down to 1. So I think we're still fine. Let's clear the Luffy. Let's ramp up. We've got 5 for Queen. We don't need to attack for more than 7 anyway, so let's just do 7. We can hold up 1 Gorillion Don. Then we'll deploy the Queen, use the card action, send back 1. Crash, Shanks, and we'll end the turn with 3 open. You have 8 Don and 2 Laws. Good luck. Silly deck. Silly deck. I think he was right to counter both of those, right? Because if he went down to 1 there, we had 2 swings left. We had... How many Don was it? It was like... 9? No, 8, because there's 2 here. Yeah, we had 8 Don. And this was at 7. This was at 10. We're probably swinging like 11 next, and then the rest on here for a big... like 13. Either way, well played to our opponent. Pretty tough match there. We got a pretty good curve, I can't lie. If you're still watching, do consider liking and subscribing for more One Piece content in your feed every day. Got a game into Shanks. This should be a pretty good one. I'm going to go second. No ramp means mulligan. No ramp again means sad. This is not great. Not a fan of no ramp. Wow. Hey ho. What can you do? 10 cards, no ramp options. We should get one off the top. Get another Ben. Let's see if we get one off the life or the top deck. Otherwise, we are in danger. We are going to be in danger if we don't get a ramp. Really hope we do, because then we have like a really good curve of Ben Beckman. We're going to take this. We need the ramp, and that's not a ramp. Sanji. Oh my. What is this hand, bro? What is this hand? What am I supposed to do with this? This is utter garbage. Well, I'll get him down to 4. But yeah, our next turn is going to be absolute crap. We not on 7. I even went second. See, you've got so many ramp options. You've got Bon Clay. 6 on 6. Is he going to use this? Probably. We've got to counter this one. We can't. We can't take any more. This is Lucky Roo, maybe. Maybe just Lucky Roo. Lucky Roo. Go. He is going to attack the Sanji, though. I don't know how I feel about that. We're going to do that one there. Just give him a 2k. Add beam. Oh dear, this is not looking good. I'm not liking the look of this game. Lin probably going to come in clutch to get us a life back. I think we have to do 6 into 3. It's just not looking good though. Don't like this at all. Ingo block leader 1k. Maybe we could have done 7, but even then it's just block leader 2. It's not the biggest difference. He lets it go though. I'm pleased about that. Absolutely fine with that. Use this. Send one back. Giant's nice. Not yet though. I think we're going to ditch one of the Bens. We're going to need 1 Ben, probably not 2. We'll end the turn there. Got the Queen blocker. He's on 7 now. Can do Ben Beckman, but then he can't swing. So, swings and roundabouts. If he wants to do Ben, can't put any pressure on. That's kind of fine with us. I will just be benning his Roo next turn. But, I mean, not ramping is just so bad in this matchup. Well, in any matchup, but... yeah, absolutely shocking. Really bad game. Really bad game. But you never know. Shanks is a good matchup, so let's see if we can get there. 8 into 6. Tempted to just rad beam this one. Can't lie. Next time we can go Ben, get rid of Yasop. Yeah, I think I'll just rad beam this one, honestly. Yeah, no blocker, rad beam, resolve. Really nice that that's live just so soon. Really good stuff. Go 6 with Queen. Then I'm going to go 6 with Leader, and then we'll just get rid of Yasop. Just use Leader effect, of course. But I don't want to attack with the Leader first, and he blocks with Roo and then kills the Queen for no cost. Sure, it looks like he's going to trade the Roo for Queen. That's kind of fine with me. Then we'll deploy this, get rid of that, end the turn. He's on 9. We are going to 10 next turn. Hopefully we can find our Shanks. But if not, at least we have Rush Luffy to put on a bit of pressure. At least we have that. Or Lin, if we want to heal her life. The thing I'm fearing is that the cards we're going to draw from now on is going to be all the ramp stuff, which is just the wrong order. But we'll see. We'll see what our opponent, Respo25, goes for. Okay, going to go with Otama Rayleigh, maybe? Otama Ben, that's also fine. Think I will... tough call, tough call. I think I'll cancel this one. We'll give him a Sanj. Give him a Sanj. Another Gum's fine. Playing a Don. I think we're just going to go 6 with the Leader. And then 10 with the Luffy, put on a bit of pressure. Get one card out of him here, probably get one life. That way, at least if he drops Shanks on his next turn, we can protect our Luffy with the Gum Gum Giant. And protect our life from the bend swing with the 2. Turn 1. Turn no optional. We get another 2k, that's nice. Let's get him down to 2. Apply some nice pressure here. End the turn. I'm presuming this is going to be 10 Shanks. If he has the film Shanks, that would actually be a lot worse for us. It can remove our Luffy. The Rush Shanks cannot, because we have Gum Gum Giant. And it's just clean. 12 to 9, you know how it is. It looks like he's going to swing life first. Looking like it anyway. Maybe thinking about it. 7 into 6. We'll give you a 2k, it's no problem. No problem at all. Yep. Give him one of these Uso Hachis. And then 10 for Shanks. Oh, he's the film Shanks though. That's bad. That film Shanks is so much worse for us. What can you do though? It is what it is. I think this turn we have to go with Kid. Put a big swing into his life. And protect. Maybe go with Lin Lin the following turn. Just not seeing the ramp. Normally you get your 10 Shanks out and then they're on like 8 Don. And it's just free. Anyway, let's use the card action. Send back 1. We'll ramp back. And then we are at 7, 8, 9, 10s. I think just going 10 at life is the move. Make him give us a life, basically. He's got to go down to 1 here. We've got 1 up for Gum Gum Giant, so we're not going to die. If he doesn't leave any Don up, we could go for game next turn. He's not going to not giving us a ton of 2Ks though, so hard to call. Let's see what he does here with this 10 though. Let's see what he does with the 10. The Kid being on board is very nice. Because now we can drop our 10 without fear of not having a Don for Gum Gum Giant. You can bring it back with the leader effect, of course. Hopefully he hurries up and decides. You definitely don't have a blocker, my man. I feel like you just take this one, even if he has like 2-2 or 2-2 leader 1. I don't feel like it's very smart to give me 3 cards here to get out of this swing. Would seem a little crazy to me anyway. And does just take. Very nice. Let's end the turn. Let's end the turn. Problem is just his board is getting very big, very scary. He can remove this Kid. We're in big danger. Good chance he can't though. Would need like Building Snake Beckman, Hammer Beckman, Building Snake Rayleigh, Hammer Rayleigh. Hopefully he doesn't have that. Otherwise we are in a pickle, to say the least. I'll give him the Uso Hachi here. We're always taking this Shank swing. Yep, no trigger there. We get another 2k though, that's not too bad. And are we going to see 10 for Big Shanks? 10 for Rayleigh, okay. Just going to put the debuff on. I respect it. Beckman of our own. Not bad. I think the Lin Lin is going to be the move this turn. And so we could do 6 with... Do 9 for Lin Lin, send 1 back. 6 with Kid, 6 with Lead. He's got Red Hawk, presumably. That seems reasonable. Keep Gum Gum Giant, maybe go for game next turn. I think that's the best thing I'm seeing. Yeah, I think that's the best thing I'm seeing. So let's go 9 for this. Then back 1, trashing Ben. Gain a life. Not going to put anything in his life. And we use the leader effect, ramp up. Back in 6 with Kid. Yep, use the card action. Buff the leader to 7. So he's got to give us some cards here. He's not going to want to go to 0. We're probably just going to get 2 cards out of him. But that's not too bad. We've developed an extra character. He wants to waste his attacks going after our Kid on this next turn. That's fine. Still at 7. I say waste. It might even be better for us to just protect the Kid. But, you know, we'll just have to see what his swings are. He needs to just give a 2k here. He must have a 2k. Can't check his trash, but I think he's only given us these 2. Gives us a leader effect and a 1k. Okay. Well, let's go 7 at life. Get the this Red Hawk, presumably, out of his hand. 0 cost. Dragon. Okay, let's pass. I think next turn is going to be the turn that we have to go for game, realistically. We're on borrowed time. But you never know. We could get something good off the top or off the life. His board's just getting very scary very fast. Got now 3 big characters, none of which we can really interact with. Not during the ramp this game has made it very tough for us to deal with his stuff. But we're still not in a bad spot. The game's not over. Not by any means. Not by any means. He can't really drop 10 Shanks because then he has no Dawn open for his events. We know he has that Red Hawk because he's sort of given that away last turn. That he's got that. I don't mind using the Giant. I don't really have anything I want to trash though. I can't lie. Can't lie. Don't love giving away 2Ks. I really don't love giving away Giants. But if we're going for game, it could be the move. Be the move. I think if we can protect the kid, that's going to put us in the best spot. That's going to put us in the best spot. But that's a tall order, right? He's got a big Shanks there. He's got a big Shanks there. And we had to attack with a kid there, get that pressure off, and buff our lead at 7. Our lead was at 6. We're in a lot more danger. Effectively 4k counter if he's going to swing with all 4 of his units. 5k if he swings with a rush unit as well. But definitely worth doing. I think he should start with just 12 into 8 into kid. Unless he wants to go for game, in which case probably starts with about, what are we at, 7? Probably just 9 from Rayleigh. Seems reasonable if he wants to push for game. Okay, he's going to slow the game down with a blocker. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. What he trashes off this will be quite interesting. Another dragon. They're probably quite low on rush units. At least ones that aren't 10 Shanks. Presumably going to clear this kid now. I don't think you ever play a blocker and don't clear the kid. So maybe he'll do 14 into kid. He's going to do 17 into kid. I think that's overkill. I can't lie. Yep, we're never defending that. Yeah, I do think that's a little overkill. He's got 2 swings here. Just go Sanji Usahachi. I don't mind using 1 Gum Gum Giant just to draw. We need to draw something good. Especially with this Rayleigh hitting the board now. I think we will. 1, 2. Trash. Probably the Sanji, right? Off this. Resolve. Queen's not bad. Queen is not bad. Give him on these 2Ks. We get another kid. Interesting. Kind of done. If we Uso Hachi, right? We can rest this. We have 7 Dawn left. We can do, what's it like? 11? 11? Does that ever go through? I'm not sure it does. I think we can survive 1 more turn. Especially if we play out this kid. We've got another Gum Gum Giant. We've got a 2k. We're not in the worst spot. Yeah, I think we go 1 more turn. Got on a bit of pressure this turn. We've got 7, 8. We're going to have 2 Dawn spare that we're not using. So it's going to be an 8 and a 9. Right? Let's start with 8. No, let's start with 9, because if he takes, then we Uso Hachi and do 13. And that should always go through. Yeah, let's start with 9. We'll start with a bigger swing. I don't normally like to start with a bigger swing. But in this case, I think it's the move. Because he really needs to counter this one. He does. Or block. Or just block. Counter or block, sir? What's the move? Debuff. Looks like a counter. 2 2s. 2k. 1. Ooh, 2 and 2 1s. Yeah, if we had a rush unit, I'd probably... If we had like a rush Sanji, I'd probably go for game now. But obviously we can't do that. So we're going to go... He's already used the leader effect, so we can go... And we want to go 8 to guarantee that he either takes the life or blocks. We don't have any blockers, so we don't care about Roger. Yeah. I think it's 8 to try and clear this blocker. Or the life. And he should probably just give us this blocker, thinking about it. Sorry, I meant he... Yeah, because we have 8, so we can still rush and use the Sanji. Yeah, smart play. Let's go with the kid here. Use the card action, send one back, buff him for the turn. End the turn. We've got 1 up for Giant, got 2 life. This Shanks swing's always going through. Rayleigh swing, probably going through. We just need to be able to counter out 2 more swings. And with 4, 6k guaranteed, plus 2 draws off the Giant, 2 draws off the life, I think we should be alright. He's also given us 2 of the dragons already, which is a little tough. So he's not going to have that many rush options. Maybe he has 1 more dragon in hand. If this isn't a Lin, this is like an Omega throw. No, 12 into 7 we always take. Yeah, we always just take this. We always use this, right? Yeah, we always use this because we don't have another Don. That's amusing. If I kept 2 up, we'd have been able to... Yeah. Let's use the trigger. We're at 8 now for the turn. A little bit harder for him to interact with the rest of his units. I think doing this 12 first is kind of strange because he can't do 2 more 12s anyway. Or he can technically do 12-13. But yeah, I think starting with the 12 is a little strange. Not sure how I feel about that. Not sure how I feel about that. Do want to keep this Usahachi though. I really do want to keep this Usahachi. To be able to rest his blocker. Because it is the last one. The last one. And that's going to make my countering a little hard. That is going to make countering a little hard. Let's see. Let's see what he goes for. 10. But we can get out of 13. We can get out of 13. Do we take this, right? Yeah. Yeah, we take this. What does this do? No. No trigger. Don't need to ramp it. Don't need to ramp it on. And then is it just 13 from Rayleigh? Am I missing something? He's going to split. Short 10-10. It's fine. Let's go Gum Gum Giant on this one. 1, 2. Crash this crap. Buff him. Resolve. And we do unfortunately have to give away the Usahachi, but it's fine. We've won the game. He has no Don open, no blockers. We're all good. 2 for that. And 1 for Bon Clay. Nice. GG's to our opponent. Outside of, I don't know, something super crazy. 10 with Lin. Yeah, GG's. That was a close one. No ramp made this game way harder than it should have been. And this Film Shanks on curve was excellent. Does he get a trigger? No trigger. Let's do another 10. I like 10. Buff our leader, and then 1 big swing of the lead. Yep, he should have definitely used that Red Hawk. So many players, I will say, hold Dom up for Red Hawk on like a specific turn. Don't use it because you're not getting a KO. It's just counter. And then don't end up using it for the entire game. I really just think you need to use this in some matchups, especially into red-purple. Like, what are you killing with this? I'm not playing out Bon Clay and then attacking not with the Bon Clay. If you've got Red Hawk up, like, come on. Give me a little bit of respect. But either way, that was a really good game. Shows that even if you don't see ramp, got a pretty decent matchup into Shanks. Gum Gum Giant goes hard. So let me know what you thought of that build. I find this build plays a little bit more like what old Whitebeard did, where you've got so many counter events that you're able to play quite a lot more aggressively. You're going to have a lot more counter than your opponent thinks you do, even with just 8 2Ks in the list. Both of them being searchable, very nice. And we've got nice extra draws, Queen, Luffy, and with the Disaster as well. So I think it's pretty cool. What would I like to change? Honestly, not much. I'd love a 4th Kid. Seeing Kid is excellent. But I'm not really sure what I'm cutting. I don't want to cut Ben. Maybe one Sanji. But either way, I think this ratio is pretty good. The Kid is just very nice into the aggro matchups. Your Pluffy, your Dofi. But you also have 2 copies of Shanks, which kind of does the same job. Although it is nice to even see both in a lot of games. But either way, those are some good games. Let me know what you thought. I do think I need to start playing a little bit more aggressively with this list. It felt like I was playing board too much and giving my opponent too much of a chance to come back into the game sometimes. So it is what it is. Personal development is hard, especially when you have to switch decks every single day. I heard other content creators sort of saying about that before I started making videos myself. And I was like, no, it's easy. But nah, it's kind of hard. Switching decks, switching playstyles every day. Because you only get between half a dozen and 10 games with each list to sort of work out how you're playing it. And then get a few good ones for the video. So it can be kind of tough, time-wise. But either way, I'm having fun. I'm really enjoying this. Hope you are too. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.